Alright guys, I've got some news for the video game fans and the comic book fans. Apparently, and this has come to my attention recently, thanks to someone telling me about this, I think it was Boo Rat. And he basically told me, he's like, there's new there's new Megaman crossover comic, and I'm like, yeah, with what? He's like, Sonic. I'm like, oh. So I did a little digging, and this is true. Archie Comics, who do the Sonic the Hedgehog comic books, as well as the Megaman comics, are going to do a crossover. Now, I call this a crossover, even though they're all under the same title, because they're not in the same universes. It's kind of like with IDW, even though they're still under the same publishing. That's probably what I meant to say with the Archie Comics. Again, tongue-tied. But with Archie, it's different. It's the same publisher, but it's two different universes. Same with IDW. While it was IDW publishing Doctor Who and Star Trek Next Generation, they're doing a crossover because it's still two different universes. Anyway, back to this. Now, this is the official teaser for it. There are a few other pictures as well, but this is just one of them. As you can see, it's coming out next year. I don't know when next year. I've heard like maybe it's supposed to be spring or summer of next year. Early or mid next year. So we're basically getting Sonic and Mega Man to cross over. Not a video game per se, but as a I don't know how long this comic's going to be. I've heard either between 4 to 5 issues. I'm definitely going to pick this up because, truth be told, Sonic the Hedgehog, the comic book series, is the longest running comic book based off of a video game. And recently I read the latest story arc in, one of the latest story arcs in Sonic the Hedgehog. One of the most messed up things happens to Sonic. For those who don't know, this is based off the original cartoon from the 90s, and it continued on as a continuation of that series, the original 90s Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. Not the Adventures of Sonic, but the one with the more darker tone. But basically what happened is the character known as Sally, for those who remember that character, she basically got robo-sized. She got turned into Metal Sally, and is now Metal Sonic's partner. And that's like the equivalent for Sonic fans. That's the equivalent of Death of Gwen Stacy right there. That's Sonic's love interest in the comics. Holy shit! When I read that, I was like, that is fucked up on so many levels. And not only that, the other thing is, Dr. Robotnik, who is completely... take that image of Dr. Robotnik in The Adventures of Sonic, Pingus and all that. Take that image of Robotnik out of your head right now. This is a totally darker Robotnik, and damn, just damn, what he did to Sonic, what he did to Sally, and what he mentally did to Sonic is just gut-wrenching. Sad. I mean, he turns Sonic's longest love interest and robo-sized her. There is no more Sally left in that creature. So, wow. And that's the other thing. The other teaser in here is the picture of... We're gonna get... But I'm sorry for going off track, by the way. But the other image we got was Proto Man and Knuckles are gonna meet. So it's gonna be not just Sonic and Mega Man meeting, it's gonna be one huge-ass crossover between all the universes. So, of course, Robotnik and Dr. Wily are going to be teaming up, which I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the mixture of the Robot Masters and Robotnik's creations. I can't wait for that. It's going to hopefully be something like that Death Battle from Screw Attack. And yes, I've seen that. So, I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with it. I really want to know, because there is a lot of similarities. With Sonic and Mega Man are going to team up. We're going to see Proto Man meet Knuckles. I bet you we're going to see Roll team up with Tails, or Mega Man's dog, probably Mega Man's dog with Tails, and Roll meet Amy. We're probably also going to see, what I really want to see actually in this crossover is Bass, or Bass, pick your poison of how you want to say that name, meet Shadow. That's the one I want to see the most. Bass and Shadow meet up. I really cannot wait for this crossover. I've been a fan of both game franchises for a long time, and I know a lot of people love both franchises as well, and I can't wait to see what Archie Comics does with this. I mean, Archie Comics is no stranger to crossovers. They did a Archie meets Kiss, which I guess you could count as a crossover. There was also a crossover they did with Archie meets the Punisher, and there was also Archie meets the Ninja Turtles, as well as I think there was a few other Archie crossovers as well. But Archie, when they do crossovers, it seems like they have fun with it, and this is going to be the ultimate one, because I think a lot of people have thought about the idea of Sonic, the Sonic and Mega Man characters meeting for the first time. My only question is, how long did it take for this crossover to get licensed? How much red tape did Archie Comics have to go through between Sega and Capcom? Because there was, for those who don't know, IDW had to jump ropes. I mean, they had to jump through hoops to get the licensing to do this crossover between Doctor Who and Star Trek: The Next Generation. So I can only imagine how much they had to go through to get the authorization to do this crossover between Mega Man and Sonic from Sega and Capcom. But then again, Capcom's kind of crazy about crossovers. I don't know much about Sega. Anywho, I'm rambling now, but anyway, guys, I think I've talked enough about this video, probably more so than I have in general, but all I can say is I can't wait to see how it goes, can't wait to see how it happens, and I'm definitely going to pick this up, probably in trade. I'm a trade person. But anyway, guys, you guys tell me what you think of this crossover, and who do you want to see throw down in this comic? Who do you want to see meet who, and who do you want to see fight who? You guys tell me below, and yeah, I'm out.